Now we are going to see how to understand dreams on different themes. We will look at techniques and questions that make the dream work easier, more precise and practical. Interpreted dreams will be provided to help develop a sense on how the higher self communicates. We will explore the 7 areas of life already mentioned. Keep them constantly in mind in order to change tracks when the dream mind needs a boost or a diversion, or when a subject is temporarily exhausted. The first topic that will be investigated in alphabetical order is the physical body, sexuality included. Here are a few questions that belong to this domain. Should I practice yoga or a sport? How did the sexual mudra affect me? The sexual mudra is done as follows. Interlock the fingers. Keep the left little finger outside of the hand and place the right thumb on top. The base of the palms should be in contact. After 2 or 3 minutes, place the left thumb on top. This mudra allows to stimulate first the male, then the female force and restore their natural function. Let us look at a dream example about the physical body. The concern is, on a scale of 0 to 5, how good is air bench to realign my knees? This question is to verify a previous interpretation regarding my knees. I understood that air bench, an exercise explained in Pain-Free, might be the answer I was looking for. The dream opens with the following image. I do several exercises, about 5 of them, but I do not focus on any in particular. The reply is, the scale number is 5, meaning the air bench is definitely one of them, but I should not focus on it in particular. The second part of the dream says, instead I pay attention to the feeling of flattening my lower back. This message is simply literal, likely because in reality a deep curve above my rear end allows my kneecaps to turn inward. But how do we recognize in dreams the images that point to the physical body or any material form, plus the issues which are attached to them? It can be a mode of locomotion like a horse or a car. The horse galloping to the right shows that the dreamer is in the right direction. The body or the concrete might appear as a female character. Here the incentive is to use plain reasoning as suggested by the yellow to solve the problem. Physicality can be expressed by any type of containers because they portray the woman's womb. It says, give shape to the project you have in mind. The number 4 stands for the passage into the material world, and so do squares. Those 3 last representations stress the need to consider oriental ways of healing if the inquiry is about medicine. Unless the question is about sexuality, genitals rarely express directly sexual problems, but guide the dreamer to develop female attributes or, on the contrary, male characteristics. In short, the intimate parts show most likely the search for balance between the female and male energies. Generally speaking, correction of beliefs is what solves sexual problems. The best way to deal with health conditions is to do research through the internet, books, friends, etc., and then ask before sleep whether the claims are true, but most importantly relevant to your case. For instance, should I use this healing method? Be aware that diseases are caused by thought patterns that should be modified. So be prepared to have explanatory dreams, bringing mental and emotional material to the surface. In this case, you can only rely on your regular present knowledge to treat the physical symptoms while the true causes are dealt with. Questions on health problems should include: first, the validity of a diagnosis and the type of treatment. For example, you might like to know whether the prescribed marijuana will be helpful for your pains. Second, the need for medication and in what quantity should be a concern. And of course, the provider as well. Third, questions should address the length of a treatment and its potential success. To read about alternative views can make a difference. Fourth, ask about side effects, whether the practitioner is qualified, and any other factor. Hire someone to dream for you if necessary. Two common favorite topics are: does my child need this vaccination? And is mainstream or alternative medicine best for my disease? Now, how does a dream reply to a medical situation such as: should Mario do a gallbladder flush? The issue was: should Mario do a second gallbladder flush to eliminate gallstones? The dream was brief. I go downstairs holding the handrail and stop at a post which is shaking. I hold it until I can fit it back straight into its hole. I understood that Mario needs to go deep into himself. The answer to the flush is either way is okay, but the best is to hold back, because what matters most is alignment with his true self. The flush is secondary. What counts is the inner work. You probably wonder, how are health and diseases depicted in dreams? Chlorophyll green and white are the usual colors which define health. Furry animals show the condition of the aura. If the hair is white, nothing will affect the physical body. However, dark body hair means a clouded aura, ready to manifest as a body sickness, in this case on the left side. Cancer takes the form of a cancerous cell, that is, a center with drips, tentacles, or legs of an insect sticking out on the sides. When green, the dreamer will benefit from a treatment based on plants, or it signals that the cancer is in remission. Crabs can also express cancer. The good news is that the amber color points to healing in progress. When the cancer symbol is black, it indicates that the disease is spreading. Darkness always shows the worsening of any ailment. It spells bad case, final stage. Water pollution implies that the lymph system requires cleansing. Mental illness is present when the head is covered with a dark color and the person is looking down and depressed. But remember, your dream mind is your guide to achieve recovery.